And so starts one of the most epic pieces of music ever written for a game. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first episode of our Skyrim Let's Play. Because of course that hasn't been done 100 times on YouTube. I think it's been long enough since a lot of people have gone into Skyrim that it's time for one, and this is the game that you guys asked for. So guys, today we're going to be starting a new game. Like I said, I've put way too many hours in this game, but it has been a long time since I last played. So, things for me might be a little bit rusty. And as you can see, we are starting off a bit differently than usual. Now, the reason for this is because I've got a few mods installed, nothing too game breaking or anything like that, just to make things a bit more interesting. So yeah guys, we're at the character creation screen here. So, we've got a choice of races. We can be an Argonian, a Breton, a Dark Elf, High Elf, Imperial, Khajiit, Nord, Orc, Redguard, or a Wood Elf. So I usually always go for Imperial. It's just the race that I've played in Elder Scrolls generally. I'm a male. Let's check presets. I like this guy. Let's go with this guy. Okay, skin tone. Looking at my skin, it's more on the lighter side than the darker, and I'm more, I guess if that's average weight, then I'm like that. I'm not like that, but I'm more like that. Okay, let's see, head, complexion, got a fair complexion, no dirt, don't have any scars, war paint might be interesting, let's go with something like that. Yeah, that looks quite nice. Nose type. As you can see, there are a lot of customizable options here to make your character pretty much however you want them to be. But, yeah, I'm not going to stray too far from the overall thing. Let's just maybe soften his cheeks a little bit and bring his face a bit more in. Just make it a bit more softer. Maybe some laugh lines. You don't need any color on any of that stuff. Okay, eye shape. Let's see, what type of eyes do we want our guy to have? Something like that? Yeah. Ooh, okay, eye colors. Now we got a ton of eye color choices over here, but I think I'm gonna go with that. Let's bring eyes down a bit. A little less depth. Something like that, I like. Brows, he's got nice big bushy brows. Let's see, I think the bushy brows actually suit him. Righty, mouth I'm pretty happy with. Okay, facial hair, very important. Do we have anything closely resembling a full beard that doesn't look ridiculous? Yeah, something like that, okay. And hair color, yeah. Okay, so, let's just wait. I want to change the hairstyle here, so let's see. What would be nice for him? No, we are not balding. Thank you very much. Let's see. Something like that? Yeah, okay. So let's go with that. Finish and name your character. So this is going to be a Thijs for this playthrough. And we get to choose our kit. So I'm going to go with Stealth Kit and I'm going to go with Pilgrim, but as you can see, there are a ton of different kits depending on what you want to play as. So Pilgrims are travelers, seekers of truth and enlightenment. They fortify themselves for road and wilderness with arms, armor and magic. And through wide experience of the world, they become shrewd in commerce and persuasion. So this basically just affects what you start out with. So it gives you a few buffs here and there and whatnot. And we are going to start in a completely random place. So let's just hope we're not thrown into the middle of some trouble, or Thijs is going to have a hard time starting out. Oh, okay. We start off in a town. This is quite unusual, because with this random start mod, you can start out literally anywhere, and I've started out in the middle of dungeons before. So starting out in a little town like this is very nice indeed.
Oh, great. Another wanderer. Slumming it on your way to Windhelm.
Alrighty guys, so this is what we start off with. We got sword and shield over here. And as you can see, we've got the mods that I've installed busy loading up in the background there. That's why we're getting all of these notifications. So it's a bit of a different start to Skyrim, but I really like it, because, I mean, for those of you that know, like, Bleak Falls Barrow and starting off in Helgen and all of that sort of thing, yeah, it gets really tiresome after a while, after you've played the game like 20-30 times. So yeah, we are starting out over here. Okay, so we are actually quite close to one of the main cities over there. So let's head on over that way. Also, let me know, guys, would you prefer... Ooh, look how beautiful the sky looks tonight. Lovely Aurora Borealis going on there with the twin moons and sky. There's a bit of a goat running past there. Let me know, would you like me to play in first person like I am now, or in third person like this? I don't mind either. I've played both ways, so pretty much whatever you guys would prefer, I'm up for. I do not mind. But it is a bit chilly out here, so let's head towards this city we see in the distance and find out what awaits us. Now, I'm going to be doing like a pseudo sort of roleplay sort of thing. Not 100%, but just so like, I'll act like I don't know what a lot of these places are and whatnot. So, let's do that.
Of course working for Beaufrida isn't my first choice. But what else can a Dunmer do out here?
Bit of unrest there. Windhelm Stables, okay. So I guess we've arrived at Windhelm. If the name of the stables are any choice. We've got a guard over here. Now, I was sent to Skyrim from the Imperial City just to do some research on the local culture. There's been a lot of unrest in this province lately, so I've been sent here just to check out what's been going on, and it seems that we've landed ourselves head first into the territory of the rebellion. Because these guys are not Imperial soldiers.
Boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. But who's going to stop him? Me? I'll have no part of that.
And they don't seem to be a very good job of doing their guarding, that is for sure. Alrighty, let's head on over here. What do you have to say?
Iron sword, huh? What are you killing, butterflies?
And already they are not being nice to me. I guess it's because I'm an Imperial. Let's head on through this way. See if they'll even allow me into the city. Yep, okay, that's surprising. You'd think they would shoo away an Imperial on sight here. Recent string of murders as many Windhelm residents fearing for their lives. Okay.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy.
Hey.
Got ways of finding out
Hey.
what you really are.
Hey, watch yourself.
Do you
You're right,
hate
miss.
the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave?
No. I've got no
Come
issue
to
with
the
your
wrong
people.
city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you.
Yeah.
Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one.
So I see. Why would anyone think you're a
Some
spy,
of these
though?
Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying.
Huh. So, will you be alright, ma'am,
All right,
or
then.
do you need... Alrighty, well, guess she'll be fine. Here. So there's unrest in the city already. Let's head on up this way and see what we can find out about this city. Where we have been unceremoniously dropped. Alrighty, there's a bit of a forge going on here. Unfortunately, I do not have any resources to use in it, so... Let's see, is there an inn nearby here somewhere? Is this... It's a potion shop, okay. Let's see if I can find myself an inn to spend the night in, as it is getting quite late. It's already quite late. That's a cemetery. That's a place I do not want to spend the night in, that is for sure.
There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their life. You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types?
Well, being an Imperial, yeah,
And
all
you're
folks should
right,
be welcome here.
at least as far as I'm concerned. Don't let Ulfric or some of these other short-sighted Nords bother you. Most of us are happy to welcome newcomers.
Okay, well that's quite a different report. Yeah, what about the Dark Elves?
Help the Dark Elves? Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malfear. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight and get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords and the folk beneath them.
Wow. Yeah, what about being a war hero and all
I
that?
killed a lot of high elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us?
Yep,
Did we
that's pretty much the
really
result
save
of any
the
war.
Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war. Whenever
Alrighty.
a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land.
Yeah, so what if I took care of those
That's a
bandits
brave
for you?
offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well.
Huh, that's an interesting proposal indeed.
Show those marauders what Windhelm justice tastes like.
Well, we are here to try and scout out this land, but I do believe it is my imperial duty to try and help the people here as much as I can, especially seeing that their self-proclaimed leader does not want to lift a finger to do so. So that is a task for tomorrow, I guess. Now, just to find... well, there's a palace. Are you alright?
Spare a coin for an old woman, my lord.
Here.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. The divine smile on a charitable...
You keep safe. Alrighty, let's see if we can try and find this inn.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar, always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it. He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true, but Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough.
True.
We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
All the Argonians at the docks are nice to me. Good thing, too. Her father would run them off.
Huh. So that kid's getting himself into some trouble, is he?
They say dragons are coming back. I want to kill one.
Well, you're a brave boy. But yeah... we've got a bit of a problem here, it seems, in this town. She was extremely right in what she's saying. It doesn't matter how good a person you are, it's your actions that determine what happens. Because if you decide to walk that dark path, you're gonna have to pay the consequences of it. Well, looks like here is where we're going. This is a Candlehearth Hall. Hopefully this is an inn that we can stay in. Don't know if I have money for it in, actually. May have spent my last few pennies on the last one I stayed in. That job that I took earlier might come in really much more useful than I thought.
Nilsine has been wrecked since it was killed.
Hi there. What do you have to say?
I'd appreciate it if you don't bother my wife, Tova. She's still in mourning.
Alrighty. Miss? Sorry, but you don't seem to want to attend to me, so I'm just coming around here quickly.
Spirits.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor.
I'd like
thing.
a room, please.
It's yours for a day.
Thank you very much. Heard any rumors lately?
Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind.
Huh.
Sight to see.
Alrighty.
Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs?
Nope, I haven't been upstairs
It was
yet.
lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Windhelm.
Okay,
When
wow.
word came that he'd fallen, his son Durant lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns. I'll show you to your
One of
room.
those,
My mood.
one of those never-ending
Still
fires, I
coming to
guess.
terms with my daughter's death.
I'm sorry, guy. You said you were going to show me to my room?
Ron's one of the
Miss?
most savage fighters I've ever seen.
Miss? Well, guess not. Well, I'll go check out the candle.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
I guess this is the candle.
I still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was such a helpful young...
Yeah, seems like she was very popular in this area, that's for sure. Oh, that book does not have any skills for me. Okay,
You know us? He founded the
that
Empire.
leads me outside.
If it's a
dude.
mercenary you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword arm for hire in all Skyrim. If you change
Maybe
your
another
mind,
time. I
seek
don't
me
quite
out
have the
here.
cash at the moment, but perhaps after
Best
my
not
little
to
adventure.
roads of Skyrim alone.
So let's head on here. Maybe this is my room. Nope. Sorry, didn't mean to bother you. Is this perhaps my room? Yep. Alrighty. Let's sleep about 10 hours. Just a good deal of sleep and rest. Hopefully we'll awake well rested and we can head out on our little adventure in the morning. We've got to take care of those thieves. Okay, so I had a bit of a nightmare last night that things didn't go too well on this little adventure of mine, so we're going to sit out now and hopefully things will go a bit better. So yeah, stamina is low. Let's go a bit easy on the stamina now. Let's see what equipment I have before I rush into things here. I've got a bow. That is going to come in so useful. Okay, I've got some healing potions. Okay. Ready, so let's head on out now. Now that I've double checked my equipment, it looks like we need to head on up that way. So let us do so. Yeah, hopefully things will go well in this little trip. This area is a bit tough for one such as me. I was not trained in fighting. I was just trained as a scout and a pilgrim to come to this land and learn about it, but hopefully we will be able to be of some service to the local people here. Alrighty. So, I also have a knack of going the wrong way, like, I'll take the more difficult path to get somewhere rather than the more straightforward path. So hopefully this time that is not the case. Now I must be alert, because there could be foes at around any corner here. Now where exactly is this place? Okay. It's quite a way up this way. Okay, I don't know if I'm going the right way or not. I certainly hope I am. I'm not familiar with this land, except from the map that I've got of it. I hear footsteps. That is a fox. Okay. That is fine. Foxes generally are not worrisome. Okay, let's carry on up this way. Into the broad daylight. I could not in good conscience leave these marauders about with honest people making their way along the road, so my conscience compels me to do something about it, I suppose. Let's head on up this way. Seems we are almost upon our destination. If the map is anything to go by. Alrighty. So we have appeared above it. So, are these people friend or foe? That is what I must ascertain. Foe. Okay. Ouch. I don't have a surplus of arrows, so it would be nice if I could just use them a little bit better than what I have been doing. There we go. One bandit down. And yet another soon to follow. It never gets any easier having to take lives, but they chose their path just as I have chosen mine. So I'm afraid we each have to walk our own path. Alrighty, let's get some arrows and some weaponry where we can. This is some good armor this guy has, and he seems to be about my size, so I wouldn't mind helping myself to it, I must say. There we go. I must say, I look quite the Nord in this. Alrighty, let's check around here. These barrels just have some apples. Nothing of any great import. Let's head on in here then. This seems to be the place they marked out for us, at least. Alrighty, so we are in the cave now. Some mace. Okay, and I am not equipped with anything, so let me get my bow equipped here. Just be a bit careful. Yep, I remember my friends back home. One of them was particularly skilled with the bow. I value the lessons she taught me very much, especially in situations like these. Okay. Let's see, do you have anything for me? Alrighty, all these things may come in useful. Okay, just be careful. Stealthily make our way along here. This is a ginormous cabin. And we've got people. And you, sir? Okay, I think it's time to switch to hand-to-hand combat. Let me get my sword, and I need my shield, which is where? Is that under apparel? It is indeed, okay. You, sir. Sorry, sir. Yeah, that sounds very friendly, sir. Sorry, goodbye. I do not have time for such flippantry. It's apparently what you've been doing to people all the time, and I will not stand for it. Alrighty. If only I had a pick. Okay. Appears to be a chest here. Some loot. Wooden door. Anybody here? Okay, I think it's time to switch back to our bow, just to give us a bit of an advantage as we go in down here. Ah! Okay, that didn't work out at all. Okay, let us switch back to the sword. Okay, pretty much the same, dude. Don't you worry, the feeling is mutual. There we go. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. Catman. Okay, let's put that away. Oh, there is a potion station there, but I'm pretty much alright for now on potions. Hello, friend. If you walk away now, I will let you live. It appears you do not even see me, so I will keep to my word, and I will let you live. Unless you come back and try and attack me, in which case I will slash you. Thank you. Thank you, goodbye. Some gold, okay. Need to recover a bit of stamina here before we... Okay, there is the bandit chief. So, what I need to do now is get a bit of distance on these people. Just allow my stamina to recover a tad. Okay, now that I'm a little bit away, let us switch to the bow.
So much easier to run when you're dead.
Okay. Alrighty. Now, I think it is time for that, and then... Let's see. I think this calls for the mace. Break through that shield, hopefully. Ouch. Okay, this is a 2v1, which isn't good. Okay. Now it is just you and me, fellow. Come on. You will pay for your crimes. Yeah, come. Okay, do I have any more stamina potions? I do not. Let's just go for healing. Just keep knocking that shield away. Okay. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alrighty, and let's go back to potions. Get that in. You, sir, need a hammer to the head. And I need a level up. Perfect timing. Okay, let's get some more health. And then let us go for... What shall we go for? Fortunately, time freezes as I upgrade my skills, otherwise I would be in some deep trouble. Alrighty, let's go for one-handed, since that is what we are using at the moment. There we go. Goodbye, sir. I'm sorry I had to end this way, but you have now paid for your deeds. I'll take your armor. It should fetch a nice price. I will leave you with yours, because I do not take from such as ye. Okay, let's head on back out and tell the guy back at town that we have accomplished our thing. Now, we must still be a bit careful, as we do not know what awaits us on the way back to town. There may be a few more bandits still lurking around here, but generally once their leader is destroyed, they tend to scatter, and mayhaps some of them may turn to a better life, so we shall leave them alone and hope that that is the case. Alrighty, so we're back at town now. Let us see if we can find the gentleman that sent us out to take care of those bandits, and see if perhaps he will be willing to keep true to his word of a reward of some sort. Also, it will be nice for him to know that we have cleared the area of those bandits, so that others will not have to deal with them, as it seems his leader was unwilling to do so. And these guards here.
Let me guess.
Yep, they're as charming as ever.
It's not that simple. Ulfric wants Skyrim for the Nords. He doesn't trust what he calls outsiders.
You've seen how we live. Cramped alleys, run-down buildings, few guard patrols. Even the name Grey Quarter is an insult.
I'll speak to Ulfric soon, but I make no promises that I can change his mind.
That's all I ask. With your help, we have a chance to make a better life for ourselves here. For that, I thank you.
Well, he's doing something good, I guess. Alrighty.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Let's see.
Now that's good work. Everyone will be a lot safer with them gone. Dark Elf and Nord alike. Here, some gold as promised. And let me show you a bit about wearing heavy armor. Save you some aches on a long march.
That will be well appreciated, friend. Thank you. Okay,
Safe
well...
journeys, sword brother.
Safe journeys indeed. Alrighty, so... we've completed that little quest, ladies and gentlemen. We've done our good for these people of this town. Now, when I was
Be on
first
the
sent
lookout.
here...
The butcher could be around any corner.
Huh. When I was first sent here, I was told of a town called Helgen that had recently come into some trouble. So what I want to do is I want to head out to Helgen next time, and hopefully from there we can find out what's going on. We've helped this town out as best we could, but I think we better make our way to Helgen and see what needs to be done. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Athais. To all of you, good night, and God bless. Bye for now.